Light falls down a hole. Why is it seen? The common intuition is that there's something behind the eyes that sees the light, that you're looking from behind the eyes. But as you should know by now, intuitions are often wrong. To cut through this particular intuition has a remarkable effect on the mind. It casts your relationship to this body and mind in a completely new light. One in which your identity is not bound to this one finite lifespan. So consider this intuition of looking from behind the eyes. Or when you're looking into someone's eyes, the feeling that that someone is located behind those eyes. If you look closely enough into the eye, you see a small aperture, an opening. Light falls down that hole. Why is it seen? Science just tells us what happens to the light once it falls down that hole. It activates some cells that send some signals, which lead to a frenzy of chemical activity. But the question remains. After all that has happened to the light, why is it seen? The assumption is that at the end of the process, there's some specific thing behind the eyes that sees the light. And that is the person, the conscious entity, me. But among all the things involved in the process, photosensitive cells, electrochemical signals, neurons, not a single thing has the capacity to see. None of these things are conscious in themselves. And there's nothing else involved in the process that fits the description of a conscious entity. So, why is there any experience of sight, any seeing at all, when there's nothing down that hole that can see? Sight, the experience that is called seeing, is not what it may seem. There is, in fact, no separate physical seer to be found, because no such entities exist in reality. Right now, you are not standing apart from all these objects, observing them as a separate observer. A process is taking place in nature, and that process itself is being experienced. The functioning of reality is being experienced. It's the same with sounds, sensations, feelings, and thoughts. These are all the experience of processes taking place in nature, functioning, taking place in reality. So, who are you to know nature so intimately? You may find this explanation intriguing, but the belief may remain that since I only know this one body, I am something inside this body. So we're back to just relying on that intuition, you see? Now that you know it's wrong, try to put it aside. Look at this moment without the assumption of being a thing inside the body. The capacity with which you see, with which you perceive this experience, is the same capacity with which all experience is perceived. This capacity is universal, not personal, and cannot be attributed to any single thing. And the one that knows this capacity cannot be local and transient. You do not depend on something or some process for this capacity itself. This is your true nature, your stake in reality. When you look at a photograph, the perception is from a specific location, a certain angle. But that is not where you are standing. The photograph may have been taken a while ago from somewhere very far away. It just feels like you're looking from that same place. It is the same with these eyes. Light falls down a hole, goes through some process. It takes time. It happened a while ago. And then a transmission is received. It's like a camera feed. But who is receiving that transmission? There's nothing special inside this body. It is just blood and bones. Some meat with a bit of electrical activity taking place. There's nothing precious inside these bodies. No homunculus inside the head. No individual self. No me. There's no one home up there in the head. This capacity with which you are perceiving the world is the same capacity that allows for any perception, any world, in any universe at any point in time. So, this is what is beyond space and time. The fundamental nature of reality. So, take a closer look at those eyes in the mirror. Light falls down a hole. Why is it seen? Who are you to know nature's inner workings so intimately? Nothing can possess or contain this universal and timeless capacity. Your relation can only be this. Thou art that. You are this awareness that the mind takes for granted. You are the sentience through which light itself is being seen. The light of lights, resplendent, shining without a source. This is your true nature. What is most truly you? The capacity that makes perception possible is itself I, the self.